What is up, Mars citizens and rebel colonists? I am just a simple new type. And in this episode, we're concluding Volume 7 of Frozen Teardrop. Last time the Gundam boys began their operation to save Relena and take down Dixneuf. Hedo let Dixneuf get away, and he fled in his Virgo 3. Duo's trying to handle the nuke, but he is struggling. Pargan uses nanomachines to help Relena, who is gravely injured. This time, Hedo fights against Dixneuf in his mobile suit. The preventers stop the nuke at a greater expense. And on Mars, the kids finally team up. So let's get into this. Troa tells Lady Un that someone dropped off a Virgo 3 nearby. This is where Dixneuf most likely fled to. Wufay watches with his night scope. He spots Dixneuf and guards moving into the forest. Wufay notes that he looks like Zex Marquis. He does a flip, slides down the rooftop, and lands on the head of the Virgo 3. Flawless execution, no mistakes made. The two guards shoot at Wufay, but he dodges bullets flawlessly. He gives both of them a sweet roundhouse kick and knocks out the guards. He tells Dixneuf to surrender, but he doesn't respond. Dixneuf still has only one arm after losing his robot arm. The Virgo mobile doll activates. It's probably being remote controlled by Dixneuf, so Wufay decides to attack Dixneuf directly. He blocks one kick, then runs away into the forest. Wufay is amazed he blocked an attack. Lady Un tells him that he is using Jupiter-grade hard-vac astro-cybernetics. Taking him alive isn't going to be easy. Wufay says, nah, I think we need to kill him. He didn't decide to pursue and stood guard. He's going to need this machine. Of course, the mobile doll eventually started walking on its own. The Virgo then stops. A flashbang from the trees goes off. He hears the cockpit hatch opening. Wufay fires while blinded, missing every shot. Dixneuf slips in the Virgo and gets away. The mobile doll flies upward, then fires onto the forest. Wufay was able to get a safe distance away. Troa helps save the two guards that were in the forest that Wufay definitely wasn't planning on saving. Troa could tell Wufay let him get away and was holding back. Sun Kingdom Castle Western Spire, 9:55 p.m. Dua has been working on deactivating the bomb for over an hour now, and he can't bypass the computer. Killing the power will set off the bomb. He focuses on the broken remote detonator and tries to reverse engineer the circuit board, but nothing makes sense to him, and it follows no engineering standards known in this universe. Catra was helping 30 minutes ago. He noticed something and rushed off. He must know something. Catra finally returns. Dua doesn't like wearing a watch as it makes him feel like chasing time. Wait, then why did you send this man to deactivate the bomb? Even Catra makes fun of him for not synchronizing time. Duo asks him if he could repair his computer. He has a laptop that contains Sam, the AI cat. The only thing they were able to extract was a list of names. J. Knoll, Thomas Current, Hedo Yui, and then the Peacecraft sisters, Sabrina and Katarina. Everyone on the list is dead with the exception of Dr. J. Sun Kingdom Bay, 10:02 p.m. Hedo, being so awesome and amazing, is able to calibrate the Cancer's shoulder cannons to pierce through the Gundanium alloy. He will have a short window to attack the Virgo. Dixneuf approaches in the Virgo and fires on the Cancer, hitting the propulsion unit. Hedo disables safety protocols to continue accelerating. Dixneuf fires again with a barrage of beam blasts. Hedo has no intention of braking. He fires a missile to stop one beam. It distracts for a moment, allowing the Cancer to get a missile lock. He fires again. Dixneuf tries to dodge, but one of the missiles hits the Virgo high mobility backpack. Dixneuf says the words Astoria, activating the planet defensors. Hedo latches onto one of the planet defensors and dunks it underwater. Who would have thought that the planet defensors could be struck down by something as simple as water? This is cartoon logic. Hedo pulls the Virgo completely underwater. He continuously hits the same spot on the Virgo over and over, which is the only way to penetrate Gundanium armor. The beam rifle is useless underwater. He has one last torpedo. Apparently Wufay made a makeshift booby trap out of plastic for the Cancer. Was this booby trap set up earlier and I missed it? They make it seem like a clever moment, but it feels like it's just an ex machina. This accidentally activates, giving Hedo the perfect opportunity to shoot his last torpedo. It smashes into the cockpit of the Virgo, immobilizing the unit. Hedo says mission complete, but he is floating in the ocean. He is dead weight. Sun Kingdom Western Spire, 10:55 p.m. Duo fixes the computer and sees the AI cat Sam. They need to find the password. They ask the computer if it knows the password, but it just meows back. Catra says that he knows the keyword, but there is a problem. He has Dr. J on a video call. Dr. J tells them the password is Peacecraft X2 Hedo Yui, but once the password deactivates the bomb, it activates the perfect peace program. Also, only a Peacecraft can enter the password. Dr. J tells them about Thomas Current and the Perfect Peace program. He put it into everything he touched, including military hardware and of course the Wyvern. Dr. J was the one who isolated the program and added the password as a failstop. It should have faded away, but Dixneuf changed it to activate nanomachines. He says not to activate it. Even so, the only person who can activate the password is now in surgery. The Saint Kingdom is going to fall. Sally calls and informs them that Relina is out of surgery. They also learn that Dixneuf is killed, but Hedo is just floating out in the sea. They don't have any boats available to save him. They can't save him. This is the problem with making everyone so cool and competent. You have moments where you have to engineer incompetence. What do you mean you can't save them? Saint Kingdom Castle, 2nd floor, makeshift infirmary, 11:27 p.m. Relina knows Dr. J is working on something called the Little Prince and Sleeping Beauty. They're vague, but it seems to hold off the Perfect Peace program for around 50 years. Dr. J says it's 50-50 on whether it will work, but it will open up new possibilities. They decide to let Relina unlock it. Guys, I don't know if I can make it through 6 more volumes of nonsensical contrivances. I need a moment. Alright, let's continue. Before she can enter the password, Hedo tries to stop her from going down this path, but this is something she is choosing to do. She types the password into Sam. The bomb is stopped and the Perfect Peace program is activated. Peace in the Saint Kingdom is achieved for now. They were never able to find the Virgo 3. MC 0022, next winter. Duo proclaims there is no god. He then spells out what is going down on Mars, since I'm sure most of us forgot by now. Relina and the Martian Federation and Zex Marquis of the Green Republic are at war with one another. The Preventers are neutral in all of this. Ketra's sister and the Winter family sides with Relina. He is saying all this while reflecting on his father, having self-doubt, and saying you need to be willing to die for peace. Duo has the Warlock, which means this is baby Duo. The Shahuk 2 was taken by the Federation. Little Duo doesn't have any interest to save them, but he wants to kill both Relina and Zex. Scheherazade tries to contact Warlock. Phobos gives a message from Professor W to Duo, but he has no interest in any of that and tells them to get lost. A tornado emerges, flinging Warlock on the cliffs of the dry seabed. It is Snow White and the 7 Dwarves, with Professor W as the pilot. He tells them that was the Schwartz. The Schwartz, or the black loadout on the 7 Dwarf system, is Storm Attributes. He reveals he took out 12 of the Merciless Fairies from Volume 5 and 6. He also took out 40 Magwinoks. Phobos and Scheherazade also make its appearance. Duo goes for Scheherazade first, but Scheherazade vanishes. Duo pulls out a second beam scythe. He swings chaotically, but he can't penetrate Scheherazade. Phobos takes off Warlock's arm. It is time for him to retreat. Scheherazade won't let him, however. Snow White cuts him off and surrounds Warlock. Duo says, "Fine, I'll help you." He's really just hungry. It allows him to rest while Professor W fixes Warlock's arm. Phobos gives him some food. He says it tastes like crab, but Phobos says it's best if you don't know. There are some awkward banter between Phobos and Little Duo. They get visitors. 3 Mars suits approach. 1 spade and club with the Queen of Hearts in the middle. Remember, the Mars suits are modified Leo Type 4s, aka Griefs. It is Naina Peacecraft. They are there to help them. Duo is over this pacifism nonsense, but Professor W says they are going to help the Mars Federation and fight the Virgos of the Green Republic. Professor W says this is the 3rd time that a Peacecraft-led state fell. The first being AC-182 when the Saint Kingdom and King Maticus Rex fell. The second being AC-195 when it was invaded by Oz. They notice transport ships and about 40 Virgos on the battlefield. Naina goes rushing in. Nano defensors activate and missiles fire. By design, Virgos are stronger in a group. They box her in, but they ended up engaging in friendly fire when they get too close to one another. A common flaw in mobile dolls? What? That's like that scene in Futurama.
Although I don't see howitzer.
Someone said howitzer!
They vote for the northern beach edge as the vantage point. The Jack of Clubs happens to be Millie Peacecraft, with the King of Spades being Katerin. They are destroying Virgos, but there are still 25 Virgos to 1. The 3 work together, though their teamwork isn't the greatest. Duo realizes this vote is all a farce, and Professor W says, "Ha ha ha! You listen to me now." Into battle we go. Duo, Naina, Phobos, Katerin, and Millie all banter on the comms while they head into battle with the Virgos. For the first time in this story, our heroes head into battle together. That's right, these little shits are indeed our heroes of the story. They focus on the planet defensors. Professor W tells everyone to get away from the water. He fires off the Vice, or white loadout of the Seven Dwarfs system. This is the lightning loadout. He fires, creating a flash over the planet defensors, allowing a plasma discharge. It takes out 20 Virgos with ease. Catra is out here being a mentor to the new team only to win the battle for himself. He actually says, whoops, I didn't think that would win the battle so fast. But he wouldn't have been able to use the Vice without the kids taking down the planet defensors first. Katarine gets a message from the Green Republic. It is someone by the name of Stella. She wonders why she is with the Green Republic. She says next time she won't go easy on her and hangs up after Duo's annoyingly trying to start more fights. Professor W says, dude, just help us out. Stop complaining. He asks Phobos once again what they ate earlier. He says it was Mars ammonite. These are the type of cephalopods that are found in fossils and are extinct on Earth, but apparently alive on Mars, or maybe cloned and reintroduced. He just ate a snail essentially. Dr. T and Katarine make some food for the gang. Hedo was nowhere to be found. He's wearing a virtual visor. Relina and Noin join him. Hedo was looking at the Peacecraft files in the VR system. He tells Relina that she needs to see this, and once she sees it, he is finally going to kill her. Relina says okay, and puts on the visor. And that will conclude Volume 7 of Frozen Teardrop. The Preventers had the ability to shut down the perfect Peacecraft program by sacrificing the Sand Kingdom, and instead, they decided to procrastinate and punt the problem 50 years down the line. Enjoy the burdens of your boomer after colony parents, children. Next time, we begin Volume 8. We return to the Peacecraft files and learn more about the conflict between the twins Katarina and Sabrina. Katarina takes on the name Six Marquise, and we learn more about Mardicus Rex. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, don't let peace get in the way of global domination. Peace.